Welcome to CNN. Tonight we bring you breaking news from around the world. A fire at London's Heathrow Airport has caused major disruptions, leaving travelers stranded. In Israel, the Prime Minister has dismissed the head of the intelligence agency, causing a political earthquake. Meanwhile, the United States faces a deportation controversy after sending immigrants to El Salvador despite a court order. Our top stories also include a conviction in the plot to assassinate an Iranian-American journalist and a new study linking insomnia to heart problems. And we'll tell you about the alarming rise of Bitcoin ATM scams that are costing consumers millions. Stay with us for in-depth coverage of these developing stories and more. A fire at an electrical substation near London's Heathrow Airport has forced authorities to close the airport, causing significant travel disruptions. The fire, which broke out earlier today, caused widespread power outages and forced the evacuation of terminals. Emergency services responded quickly to the scene and are working to contain the blaze. Thousands of passengers are stranded at the airport, with flights cancelled or delayed indefinitely. Airport officials are working to assess the damage and resume operations as soon as possible, but it is unclear when the airport will fully reopen. The closure of Heathrow, one of the world's busiest international airports, is expected to have ripple effects on air travel globally. Passengers are advised to check with their airlines for the latest flight updates. In a move that has sent shockwaves through Israel's political establishment, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has fired Ronen Bar, the head of the Shin Bet domestic intelligence agency. Netanyahu cited an ongoing lack of trust as the reason for the dismissal, a move unprecedented in Israeli history. The decision has drawn immediate criticism from opposition leaders, who accuse Netanyahu of attempting to consolidate power and undermine Israel's democratic institutions. The High Court of Justice has issued an injunction against the dismissal, pending hearings scheduled for next month. The court's intervention has further escalated the political crisis, with some members of Netanyahu's coalition government questioning the court's authority. The situation remains highly fluid, with potential implications for the future of Israeli politics and governance. The United States is facing a growing controversy over the deportation of over 200 immigrants to El Salvador, despite a judge's order temporarily halting the deportations. The Trump administration is defending its actions, arguing that it is acting within its legal authority. However, human rights groups have condemned the deportations, raising concerns about the safety and well-being of the individuals being sent back to a country grappling with violence and poverty. In other news, 2 men have been convicted in New York for their roles in a plot to assassinate Iranian-American journalist Masih Alinejad. Alinejad, a prominent critic of the Iranian government, has been living under police protection due to numerous threats against her life. Also, a new study has found a link between insomnia and an increased risk of heart problems. Researchers say that improving sleep habits is essential for maintaining good heart health. And finally, consumer losses from Bitcoin ATM scams have skyrocketed in recent years. The Federal Trade Commission is warning the public about the risks associated with these machines and urging caution when using them.